Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Sri Prabhu. Glory to him. Srila Prabhupada. Pranam Sri all the devotees. Yes, please. The Sarga. 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 Poshana. The initial stages. The Sambandha Jnana. The Sanatana Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's giving this Sambandha Jnana to Sanatana Goswami. First thing is, Sanatana Goswami, the way he placed the question, who am I? So it's not that Sanatana Goswami does not know anything or just getting to know some transcendental knowledge, spiritual knowledge. It's not like that. He's a Pandit. He already knows. He already knows Śāstra. But that's how we should become a clean slate. As Sanatana Goswami is becoming a clean slate, a dry sponge. When we are seeking the matters of spirituality, then we should become a clean slate, a dry sponge, and only then, whatever the answer is being given, it's not just answer actually, it will be more than an answer when it comes to the matter of spirituality. It's not just only Adhyatmika Jnana, but there will be more that is given. But how much of it are we receiving? It depends upon what is our mood, how clean is our slate, how dry is our sponge, like that. So Sanatana Goswami is showing that is, he has become a clean slate. Now you please tell me, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like that. So that we have to learn. How much we get in our brain, in our understanding, or how much of mellow do we get in our heart? It depends upon us. Yeah. So that's one thing. And second thing is, Srimad Bhagavatam. Now all these incarnations, different incarnations are going on. One day of Brahma, a lifetime of Brahma, day of Brahma, in the day of Brahma, different manvantaras, 14 manvantaras, and how the Lord is coming as different incarnations in different manvantaras. Why all this? Why are we hearing all this? Why are we reading all this? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Surrender into the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Isn't that enough? That is enough. That is all we need. That is enough. If that one statement of Srila Prabhupada can situate us in Atma Jnana, Atma Dharma, surrender into the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then very wonderful. But how is Krishna a Supreme Personality of Godhead? What surrender means? That we are hearing. The whole Srimad Bhagavatam, Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanamodaya Manvantara Ishanukara Nirodho Muktir. All these subject matters is to bring us to Ashraya, the shelter. Shelter, Ashraya, the one who gives shelter, Bhagavan. So who is Bhagavan? To know who is Bhagavan and to know who are we, how big is Bhagavan, how insignificant are we? To know all that, all these cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are spoken, starting from Sarga, Visarga, all this. So this is all tattva jnana. This is all knowledge, tattva. All this is knowledge, tattva. Like in Bhagavad Gita too. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. हो गया ना? Why the whole Bhagavad Gita? Why? Why Nishkama Karma Yoga? Why Jnana Yoga? It is because when the Lord has come down and said, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja, just surrender unto me, take sharanagati of me, I'll take care of you. We, we hear, but we don't hear that message because we don't even realize that he is Bhagavan, that he is so merciful and he has come down and he's saying, I'll take care of you. we can't believe it. We hear, but we don't hear it because we are very dull-headed. Dull-headed, too busy, and dull-headed. Too busy in what? Too busy in do. Don't know what we are doing, why we are doing, but do. Karma. Too busy in karma cycle. Dull-headed, heavy-headed, very clouded in the head. So that is our situation. So in order to get us out of this situation of do, don't know why you are doing, and in order to get our dull-headed to some knowledge in there, the chapters of Bhagavad Gita are spoken. Initial chapters, Nishkama Karma Yoga. Why? Because when a jiva is caught up in karma cycle, do, I don't know why I'm doing, but do is karma cycle. Right? Thinking this body is all in all and spending the whole life in giving security to this body, comforting this body, pampering this body, and getting caught up in thoughts of pertaining to this extensions of this body, which is family. So take care of the body, take care of these bodies. Okay. That is all in all, this is what the life is about. That is karma cycle. Eating, sleeping, defending, eating, mating, sleeping, defending, karma cycle, karma. That animals are also doing. Then what is it that is different a human being is doing? To wake up to the fact that no, this human life is not like any other life. Humans are not like any other animals. Little bit, atato, brahma jñāsa, wake up, human being. So waking up. But the karma is going on. Human beings are attached to doing things. So, yes, okay, you do it, but do it for Krishna. Do it, but see that your doing doesn't cause any misery to you. That is Nishkama Karma Yoga. It is important. Actually, if this doing is not there, the next thing is sleeping, lazy, tamoguna. So in order to combat the tamoguna, in order to put the jiva out of tamoguna, Nishkama Karma Yoga is needed. Some action is needed. Some rajas is needed to get out of tamoguna. Tamoguna is just simply animalistic life. So in order to get out of the tamoguna, the Nishkama Karma Yoga is spoken. So at least some action can go on. Some karma can go on. So the karma means action here. The action can go on. Okay, got out of the laziness, got out of the ignorance, Some action is going on now. And the next message is, okay, keep the action going on, but see that you are not miserable when you are performing this action. You are sustaining, you are maintaining your bodies, you are doing your occupational dharmas, naimitic dharmas, all these things. You are performing your karma, you are performing your action, you are performing your responsibilities. Yeah, keep it going. But see that you're not caught up in misery while you perform your responsibility. That's why perform the karma in a way there is nishkama. There is no karma inside, but karma outside in a desireless fashion. So do it because you have to do it. Do it as a responsibility. That is action in the mode of goodness, doing it in a mood of responsibility. So Nishkama Karma Yoga is more, that's the limits of mode of goodness. Constant, consistent action outside with a detachment inside. That's the topmost limit of mode of goodness. And that's why when somebody is perfected in the Nishkama Karma Yoga, their destination is Brahman. That is very theoretical though. In theory, yes. But when it comes to practice, it's very difficult just to perform Nishkama Karma Yoga without God or Krishna there. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, do it for Krishna, bring in God there. And that's how it becomes a sadhana bhakti. So in sadhana bhakti, the action is going on, but we do it for Krishna. We try to do it for Krishna. That is sadhana bhakti. It's okay, it should go on. It should go on. That's how it gets started. Because we're just waking up to the fact that we belong to Krishna. But there is so much of ignorance within us. That ignorance should not take over us. We should not be lazy. We should not be depressed. We should not be stagnant. That's the first thing in our sadhana bhakti. From a very practical perspective, that is, we want to see that we are not stagnant, lazy, depressed. So in order to stay above this ignorance, get out of this ignorance, we do this as sadhana bhakti nishkama karma yoga, do the services for Krishna. So the services should go on. Services should go on. So we are not in ignorance. We are not stuck in ignorance. So that is the first stage in bhakti. In sadhana bhakti, that's the first one. But we don't get stuck there. Services should go on. The next stage is, let the service go on with some knowledge. Seva is going on, but do the seva with some tattva jñāna. Let the service go on with knowledge. That's jñāna yoga. So get the knowledge of modes. What is tamoguna? What is rajoguna? What is sattva guna? So when you are performing the service, so you know in what mode are you performing. Is your service that you are performing causing pain to you or pain to others? Oh, so then that service is in the mode of ignorance. Bhakti is in the mode of ignorance. Oh, then I should come out of it. So get the knowledge like that. What is that service in the mode of ignorance? What is the service in the mode of knowledge? What's the service in the mode of goodness? What is the service in surrender, sharanagati? Get the knowledge. Get the tattva. So that's the jnana yoga. The last 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Good. Service is going on. Service is going on with some tattva, with some knowledge. Very wonderful. Is that all? Is that all bhakti is about? Is it all only action bhakti, knowledge bhakti? Bhakti is actually rasa, mellow. So this tattva, this knowledge that we are gaining from the Śāstra, from the tattva, should culminate in a rasa, mellow. What is this rasa? Rasa is a mellow, is an exchange between Bhagavan and Bhakta. Bhakta and Bhagavan, mellow. Mellow is transcendental. Between two eternal beings, eternal objects. The jiva, Bhagavan. Yeah. So bhakti should culminate into this mellow, from service to service with knowledge to service with mellow. So that is what is going on. That is what is this bhakti about, Bhagavad Gita is about. And that's where we are in different stages. Who are just starting to know bhakti. So these are the stages. Service, service with knowledge or tattva, service with mellow. So these are the different stages in bhakti or in Bhagavad Gita or in Śāstra. And we have to see if our bhakti is heading towards that Bhakti-rasa, service with mellow. Mellow is equal to Sharanagati. Sharanagati means mellow. It is when we understand our position through this tattva jñāna, how insignificant we are, as we are reading all these cantos of Bhagavatam, Sarga, Visarga, Poshana, Bhutaya, everything, one should naturally get this mellow. Oh my goodness, I am so insignificant. Bhagavan, you are so big. Like that. So that's the place of Bhagavad Gita. That's the place of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is how they teach us and guide us in bhakti. In the initial stages, in the middle stages, in the culminating stages. Service in knowledge, service with mellow. So these are the stages, and this is what the Śāstra is about. Bhagavad Gita basically is a tattva Śāstra. It is giving us the knowledge of 5 elements. Bhagavan, Isha, Karma, Kala, Prakriti. Giving the basics of the knowledge. The basics, of tattva Śāstra. And also, it is guiding us from the, from Nishkama Karma Yoga to Jnana Yoga, with the basics of bhakti, knowing who Bhagavan is. That's middle 6 chapters. Then comes Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, now that you know who Bhagavan, who Jiva is, who Bhagavan is, now you see in Srimad Bhagavatam the details of Bhagavan and the details of Prakriti, the details of the awakening of Jiva, how the pure devotees, how the Jivas are there and how they are waking up to their relationship with Bhagavan through their prayers. So Bhagavad Gita magnified is Srimad Bhagavatam. Then comes Chaitanya Charitamrita. Seeing Srimad Bhagavatam is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Whatever is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, when it is lived, that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it is like this. So this is the place of these Shastras, dear devotees. We just have to see where we are in our bhakti. And if we are heading towards that bhakti with mellow, Bhakti-rasa. Also, we are not just any other Vaishnavas, we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Sriman Mahaprabhu has come. He has given, as Srila Prabhupada is saying in one statement, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving Harinam, giving Krishna Prema through Harinam. One statement. That's all. So, bhakti to mellow, service with a mellow. Then is a nama happening with mellow? Is my bhajan, is my bhakti going in that direction? So these things, this is what we want to see. So this is the overall aspect of the Shastras, where we stand in bhakti, and in which direction we should head to, like that, dear devotees. So morning prayers, they are the powerhouse, the source of mellows of bhakti. They are not in Śāstra. Śāstra is more for tattva jñāna. Acharyas are for mellows of bhakti. Tattva may be there, but the mellow is generated from the heart of a Bhagavata. So it's very important that we are in constant touch with the mellows coming from the heart of a Bhagavata, the Bhakti-rasa. Otherwise, we'll just end up only in ritualistic bhakti or jnana bhakti. We may be performing bhakti, but just stuck in jnana only. Oh yeah, I know all the shlokas, so I know I speak all the Śāstra, but there is no mellow inside, no rasa inside. We can get stuck up in that also. Most devotees end up in these two categories. Either ritualistic, mechanical bhakti, just poetic, ritualistic, mechanical, dry. At the most, bhakti with Śāstra, still dry. It may look very knowledgeable, attractive, can go on for some time, but still dry inside, there is no mellow. So, these two are the devotees most often, they can just get stuck in these two levels. So it's very important to know that that is not all in all. That is only abhasa bhakti, ritualistic bhakti, mechanical bhakti, or even the bhakti knowledge is only abhasa bhakti. That's not Shuddha bhakti. That's not pure bhakti. Shuddha bhakti, pure bhakti comes from the heart of the acharyas in the mellows. That we should hear, that we should know, that we should hear. And we should hear the mellows every day. Because only these mellows awaken the Bhakti-rasa. Śāstra may give the knowledge, but the mellows of Sharanagati are awakened only through the Bhakti-rasa. Dear devotees. So, yeah. So, you please see how much of these are you getting every day. And your bhakti will be like that. That's all. So that's all from my side. And what did we hear today? Yeah, we heard about different Shastras, the Sambandha Jnana, right? On that note, we heard about the Shastra, about Bhagavad Gita, the place of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the bhajans of the Acharyas. We also heard about Bhakti in 3 stages: Karma Bhakti, Jnana Bhakti, and Sharanagati Bhakti. And the third thing is the mellows of Bhakti. They are obtained only from the heart of the Acharyas, Sharanagati Bhaktis. The Shastra can give us the knowledge of Bhakti. Like that. And the last one is, we have to see how much of this are we getting on every day. It's not that, okay, I will do Bhakti for some years. And after that, I will get the jñāna Bhakti for some years. And then after that, mellows. Good luck. We are not in Satya Yuga with thousands and thousands of years. We have very limited time here. So we should have this proportion on a daily basis, every day. We should have the mellows of Bhakti. We should have the Śāstra of Bhakti. We should have services in Bhakti every day. So the services should go on every day. The Śāstra, that's why we are reading for Śāstra, for the tattva jñāna every day. And we should also hear the mellows every day. That's why we hear from the acharyas. That's why we have the morning prayers. So in this way, we should get all these three things every day. Yeah, that's all. That's all, Prabhu. That's all, dear devotees. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing all these research on Atma Dharma, Samandha Jnana, and Bhakti Karma.
Which is beyond the tattva jnana. Yeah, does it answer?
Mataji, can you kindly repeat the last line?
Yeah. So Acharya Vani has two. Actually, Acharya Vani has Tatkalika. Tatkalika has instructions to that place, time, and circumstance to different people. So that also is there in Acharya Vani. And the second thing is Sarvakalika Jnana, which is Tattva Jnana. So in Srila Prabhupada books, it is all Tattva Jnana, Sarvakalika Jnana. That's why they are like law books. But when Srila Prabhupada is speaking to devotees or writing in the letters, then most of the times it can be Tatkalika to that person in that congregation, in that situation, like that. So Tatkalika Jnana, Sarvakalika Jnana, which is Tattva Jnana, these two. And Acharya Vani also has mellows. Mellows are the emotions that bond the jiva to Bhagavan. That Shastra cannot give. That only the realizations of the Acharyas, when spoken, that aspect of Acharya Vani is rasa. So Acharya Vani has Bhakti-rasa, tattva jnana, and tatkalika jnana. Bhakti-rasa, sarvakalika jnana, tatkalika jnana. All these three. So the emphasis should be on, and and that part of Acharya Vani that is pertinent to everybody is the sarvakalika jnana and the rasa, Bhakti-rasa. Those are the two things. So when we say Acharya Vani, generally it is implied to these two things. Not so much of Tatkalika. So even in these two things, Srila Prabhupada, as an Acharya of this age, his emphasis more on Tattva Jnana. That's why all the Prabhupada purports and everything is all about bringing us to the point that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Bhagavat Tattva, and surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are a Jiva. So your position is to surrender, stating that Tattva of Jiva and Bhagavan. So in this way, the founder Acharya for this Kali Yuga, he has, all his books are about the Tattva Jnana. That's why he took it from Baladev Vidyabhushana, who is the Acharya of Tattva. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura is the Acharya of Rasa. But Srila Prabhupada chose it from Baladev Vidyabhushana. So Prabhupada books are all about Sarvakalika Jnana, Tattva Jnana. Very wonderful. This, when we are not only reading, understanding, when we are The purpose of Srila Prabhupada books purpose is to bring us to that Bhakti-rasa, the mellow. Surrender. What is that surrender? Srila Prabhupada is already stating that. Acharya has already stated the whole tattva. Now the bhajans of acharyas, the previous acharyas, will give the details of what is that mellow. Like that. So Acharya Vani means in general these two components, the tattva jnana and the rasa, Bhakti-rasa, Sharanagati. These two.
Thank you, Mataji. I am just praying in my heart that although I've been singing those Acharya's bhajan, but they seems to be only words there for me, and I recognize and could realize the mellows, what they are giving. And
yeah. You know, when they happen, Mataji, the tattva jnana is supposed to, the place of tattva jnana is to get us, to make us realize how futile this material world is and how our place is at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. So there can be detachment. When there is detachment happening, then the mellows will come in the heart. So tattva gives us the mellows of Bhakti-rasa in the heart. So that's the sequence.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. Hare. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you,
We'll go
Mataji.
for the
Sure, Mataji.